the only one that gets under my skin. You're doing damn.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. Our featured matchup tonight in Chicago, where the Bulls will be going up.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's a West versus East contest here in the windy city of Chicago, Illinois, as the Bulls play one at home. Buckle yourselves in, everybody. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. You take a look at the Spurs. If you think about their performance from last year, they're about where you'd expect them to be. They'd like to take that next step in a positive direction with the win here in this one.
And you know, right now for San Antonio, they've just lacked that one extra piece that could put them over the top this season. They haven't been able to kind of set themselves apart.
What they've done, they've kept themselves in the playoff picture, though. They haven't been spectacular, but they're still in the race. And we all know anything can happen in the postseason.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court for San Antonio, we've got Teague. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Embiid. Then it's Williams. And it's Iguodala in at the 3 slot. Now, here is Irving. A lot of people, Steve, talk about the length of the season, 82 games. Do you think the league will ever reduce that number?
No, I don't think so. I think the commissioner's done an excellent job of trying to spread out games. He's cut down the back-to-backs, and so it's given some guys some much-needed rest, and I think they've looked at the travel schedule, so I don't think they ever want to reduce the number of games. The league is going well right now with 82.
And you've got to keep, Steve, the regular season relevant.
Yes.
Don't you? I mean, it's got to matter. It's got to matter.
I think so, and I think that's the reason why. I think they might change the playoff format, but I don't think they would change the regular season.
The Bulls making a switch here. Neto's checked in. Healed outside. Back to Neto. There's Winslow. That 3 off the mark. And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, and they swept this matchup the 2 times they played last year. They held the advantage on paper and on the court.
But hey, it's a different season, and anything can happen. So much of rebound is about positioning, effort, no lack of it right there.
Winslow kicks to Neto. Iguodala against Winslow. Healed outside. 5 on the clock. And he overshot that one, missing.
I'll tell you what, despite the miss, he's going to be looking for that same shot again.
Well, obviously a down season last year for the Spurs, but one of their best years in decades on the offensive glass.
No more for their defensive rebounding. The Spurs were 6th in the league in offensive boards. Part of that was trying to find new ways to generate points.
Here's Neto following the score by Lou Williams. From downtown, Hield can't hit.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Embiid off the mark and a bad shot there. Chicago has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Hield the pass to Neto. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Ibaka against Porzingis. Left side, Ibaka. Over Teague. Vucevic trying to get open. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Ibaka's got his first points of the game.
Having to rush that one. Ibaka keeps his head up, sees the clock running down.
Porzingis finds Williams, and it goes down 2 points.
That's an excellent pass. On time, on target. Great teamwork.
Hield outside. Pass to Winslow. And he banks in the layup.
Coming hard on the drive. Winslow daring someone to get in his way.
And Teague's got the ball here for the Spurs. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
And that's what happens when you become too perimeter oriented. If you're not hot, you don't score.
Well, when you force it all night, you don't get good results. Never really adjusted the game plan the way they should have.
Iguodala deciding where to go with it.
Smooth shooting motion from distance. Williams making it look easy.
It's been all about Lou Williams for San Antonio. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. Now a veteran in the NBA, Serge Ibaka, talked about his.
I like to do all those little things, running up and down.
And Ibaka, Greg, a great complimentary player.
And you like his combination of size and skill, able to impact the game at both ends on a high level.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here. What do you think they've been doing or not doing?
Well, what's that saying, guys? Sharing is caring. Just terrific ball movement here in that first quarter.
What they did, they left their egos in the locker room. It's a very all-for-one, one-for-all mentality.
They've got Winslow. Vucevic is out there with Ibaka. Then there's Irving. And it's Hield in at the 2. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. The Bulls shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
I mean, it's so impressive. Kyrie's scoring ability. Terrific shot maker, obviously gets to the line, converts at a high rate. Taking advantage at the charity stripe like he always does. Terrific touch.
Embiid dishes to Teague. And the shot goes down. Teague's got the lead up to 5 now for San Antonio.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Irving against Teague. Passes it to Winslow. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Hield. That shot missing. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Well, it feels quite a while ago that the Bulls put up 72 wins in a regular season.
Well, the Warriors beat that mark 2 decades later, and that was a few years ago. But give the Bulls credit. They've been trying to put together a contender. It's just kind of hard to find another Michael Jordan. This is why you like to get him touches. He makes things happen.
Williams against Hield. Out to Porzingis. Inside. It's stolen by Ibaka. Embiid, no good.
Boy, he blew an easy layup, and he is furious with himself.
Hield, the pass to Winslow. Winslow, the tip in on the offensive rebound. Winslow's got his second basket of the night.
Sometimes it's who wants the basketball most. Winslow comes up with the extra possession and finishes the play.
And Iguodala gets it to go in on the assist by Embiid.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Irving against Porzingis. Fades away. It's Chicago with another bucket.
You know, he had a hot start to this game. He's only gotten hotter. We'll see if the defense makes an adjustment.
T kicks to Williams. The 3 from Porzingis. And Winslow pulls it down.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Showing off his work in the weight room. He's an and-one machine. Justin Winslow has that kind of potential. Obviously, the Spurs went through a number of lineups last season. Younger guys filling major roles. Big shift for this organization.
Vucevic against Porzingis. Kicks to Embiid. Clock at 6. Over Ibaka, trying to get open as Iguodala. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
It goes down, but with no defender near him, no need to go to the fadeaway.
From about 16, Porzingis with the steal.
2-for-1 territory, but they got to work quick.
This is where the play calling comes in. Let's see what they got. He's been so consistent scoring the basketball. It has helped him tack on to this lead.
Chicago trailing here. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Teague against Irving. 11 seconds left here in the second. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hield off with the layup. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game. Lou Williams has been having a big night. He had 14 points and 1 rebound. An extremely potent first 2 quarters for him. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio?
Well, it's always a little bit of a challenge playing on the road.
That's all for now.
Welcome back to the hustle and bustle of Chicago. A time-lapse view of all the traffic heading toward downtown. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been a clinic out there by Lou Williams.
And I just love how aggressive he is. Usually tries to work for the best shot that he can.
And that really tests the defense. It's hard to take the right angle on him to contest the shot.
On the court for San Antonio, we've got Williams. Porzingis is out there with Iguodala. Then it's Joel Embiid, and it's Teague in at the point. Here's Porzingis. Got it. Good job in the low post. Steve, in today's game, it's so important to have a high-level talent who can make contested shots.
Yeah, it is. I mean, some of those guys are LeBron James that make shots with guys hanging all over them. Kevin Durant because of his size. Kemba Walker, Damian Lillard. What I love right now is guys are comfortable to be able to shoot contested shots. Not like we did back in the day. You would just move it and try to get a better shot.
Teague for 3. Rebounded by Vucevic. And Chicago shooting an efficient 53% from the field. Here's Hield. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Hield's got it all tied up now for the Bulls.
That play is made because of Kyrie's vision and his willingness to share the basketball.
Embiid finds Teague. Back to Embiid. Outside Williams. Puts up a 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Just 1 for 4 since the break. They are looking for better efficiency on the offensive end. A solid beginning to this second half offensively. 3 for 4 from the floor.
Spurs trail by 3. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Shots good by Iguodala.
Andre getting the offensive juices flowing. Just a confident player who likes taking those type of shots.
Hield kicks to Irving. Back to Hield. The pass to Irving. Clock at 6. Ibaka right side. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
Here's Hield. He's got 5. And the Bulls, another 3.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Steve, last season, even with Robin Lopez playing 64 games, the Bulls were dead last in block shots.
Yeah, Robin averaged less than 1 block a game for the first time in 6 years. What's really sad about that, he still led the team.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. For San Antonio, they've had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
The winners of 6 championship titles, the Chicago Bulls, all in the 1990s, and all with Jordan and Pippen.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Well, the Bulls rebuilt their team a couple times, but then things would unravel.
Yeah, you had the Derrick Rose years. He won league MVP playing for the Bulls. Then you had Jimmy Butler. He gets traded. They continue to search for that championship formula once again.
Embiid dishes to Williams. Iguodala no good.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Outside Irving. In the corner, it's Healed. Shot clock at 6. Over Williams. Nice shot from the wing. 10 points for Buddy Hield.
You know, as ice cold as he was in the first half, that's how hot he has been since the break. No one can match up with him right now.
Over in the corner, Porzingis. Lays it up off the glass. Porzingis has got 6 points in the quarter.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Teague against Irving. Good if it goes. What a play. Simply cranes it in at the buzzer.
That might be a soul-crushing basket. What a shot to carry.
And we've reached the end of the third. Bulls lead by 7. And we'll be back with you right after this. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. And how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Vucevic is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Winslow. And it's Hield in at the shooting guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Over in the corner, Porzingis. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. And that's now 9 points for Porzingis.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
Now the feed to Vucevic. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Bulls lead by 8.
And defensively, neither side able to get many stops.
Well, this is when you need them. Late in the game. It's not all about scoring.
And Embiid throws it down.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Spurs trail by 6. Outside Teague. He kicks it to Embiid. Back to Teague. To the paint. Second chance shot. The second effort. Vucevic with the block. They retain possession. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Porzingis has got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, you see the excellent skill set. And this is when you want to make an impact.
You're totally right. Fourth quarter, tight game. This is when the true ballers step up.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup, and for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Jim Boylan was going over with his team. He was very adamant in the huddle. He said, don't let up now. Stay aggressive and do the things that have gotten us this far. We're almost there, guys.
Thank you, David. Here's Irving. And again, no good by Chicago.
You know, not sure if it's him or the defense, but just something's off tonight.
Especially in this quarter. He's had a few shots that looked like they would fall, but things haven't gone his way.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Shoots from 12. Good on the the jump shot.
When the lights are at its brightest, Kyrie loves coming through.
And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. From about 16. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. 8 points for Joel Embiid.
Man, did they need those points, and I bet he's the guy that continues to go for it.
He will use his size, his skills, and his shooting ability to go get this win.
Spurs have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Iguodala, the pass to Embiid. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game. Embiid's got 6 in the quarter. There's a minute left in the fourth quarter. Irving against Teague. Now here's Irving, guarded closer. Here's Williams to the middle. Money!
What more can you ask for?
Phenomenal here in the clutch. This is what fans tune in to see.
Teague against Irving. Tries from 10. It's good. He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
Kyrie never losing his composure. He is deadly in the clutch.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Joel Embiid.
Sensational game for him in terms of shooting efficiency. He's taken nothing but high percentage shots. That's how he's managed to hit over 60% from the field. I mean, making just about everything he's looked at.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Now Teague. To the right side. 4 on the clock. Embiid finds Teague. Count it!
These are the moments that Jeff Teague lives for. He loves close games.
Chicago calls timeout. They're trailing by 3. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. They tie. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to overtime, but they come up empty-handed. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it.
The fish eye, I'm a tunnel vision. See no evil, hear no evil, man, I refuse.